In this video, look at this. The Bitcoin price is bouncing between support and resistance, and the breakout literally couldn't be more imminent right now. Are we going to see the bearish scenario, or are we going to see the bullish scenario? I'm going to show you the exact statistics showing us the likelihood of both of these scenarios playing out. Make sure to head over to Bybit, trade this breakout, and also altcoins are popping. Are we going to see another altcoin season? Well, let's talk about it. And if you think that sounds interesting, then I think you should definitely. Hello guys, and welcome to the moon. My name is Carl, and I'm ready to bring you this cryptocurrency video. And I want to start off with taking a look at the Bitcoin price as usual. And yesterday I showed you this potential ascending triangle, and also the fact that we can put these lines slightly differently and use this as a potential horizontal triangle. Now, as you can see here, if we treat this as a horizontal triangle, then the breakout couldn't literally be more imminent. I mean, it should happen literally any hour, any minute right now. We only have like maybe one more 4-hour candle here before we have to see a break up or down. And well, if we treat this as an ascending triangle, then we have a little bit more room here to potentially bounce between support and resistance before we do see this continuation move here. And well, the question is, of course, are we going to break up or are we going to break down? And if we treat this as an ascending triangle, then the odds of us breaking up should be slightly higher than breaking down. You could say it's something like 60% chance up, 40% down. And if we were to treat this as an horizontal triangle, then it's rather more towards a coin flip. So it's like 50-50, more or less. Of course, when you have a trend leading into the pattern, you can use that as your indication. But I would say it's more like a coin flip if we treat it like this. And yeah, I mean, usually we don't go this close into a triangle. Usually we break out before we reach the apex of the triangle. And part of me makes me think that maybe this means that we are in an ascending triangle rather than a horizontal. But yeah, let's see here. In the next few hours here, if we do see a big move, then of course we have to pay close attention here. If we bring up the volume, we can see that the volume right now is drastically declining in the past few 4-hour candles, which means that we are absolutely gearing up for a massive move. And I thought this move was going to come yesterday, but well, it seems like it's going to come today instead. And if you also want to profit off of this big move that is coming, make sure to do that over on Bybit. Everyone who ever used this link, so all of my 100,000 subscribers here, all of you can take part in this bonus. Everyone who ever signed up, just scroll down here and deposit at least 0.05 Bitcoin to get $50 bonus. And you can even get a $20 bonus if you deposit even $3 worth of Bitcoin. But if you want this $500, then you need to deposit 1.5 Bitcoin. And these are the two active bonuses. This code, win $500 here, this is to get the this big deposit bonus. And this code here, USDT 30% off, is to get 30% off of the fees, which is of course extremely valuable for anyone who wants to be a profitable trader, because the lower the fees, then of course the higher your profit margin. There's no other exchange in crypto that does this, so take part in this before this offer is ended. Just make sure that you're trading via this link. That's the only thing that is important. When you do that, you can use all of these bonuses. And yesterday, I'm pretty sure I already showed you the targets, but let me just refresh your memory. Is something like this. If we were to break up in this horizontal triangle, then that's 17,400 approximately. If we break down, then we will see something like 13,300. So but that's if we do treat this as a horizontal. If we do treat it as an ascending, then it's a little bit different, but very, very similar. So yeah, pay close attention. We are going to see a breakout very, very soon. So if you want to trade this, then I suggest you set your alerts here and you wait for the break, because when the break comes, we are probably going to see pretty volatile swings here. So huge volatility is coming, guys. And also, guys, let's take a look at the altcoins. We can see that altcoins have been doing quite okay in the past 7 days here against the US dollar, but of course not against Bitcoin, most of them. Yeah, but we are still seeing altcoins bounce back slightly. Why is that? Well, let's just go to the Bitcoin dominance that we've been looking at. And I've been telling you guys that when we break this upward trending support, then we're going to see a small altcoin bounce. And yeah, you can see we broke it and we are seeing a small altcoin bounce. So this is not very surprising. Ethereum, however, is doing quite well here, just as I was talking about, because I told you guys that if we break this short-term resistance, then I'm going in slightly here on Ethereum, and I bought some Ethereum right here, some of the Ethereum that I sold up here. And essentially, so far so good. We even backtested as support, and we're going up. And now Ethereum is breaking out to the upside against Bitcoin, which is of course a good sign for Ethereum in the short term. The next big resistance level for Ethereum should be this one, where we did see some support back right there. And according to this article from Cointelegraph, they say that the Bitcoin whale clusters signal 14.9K as the crucial level for Bitcoin to hold. So down here we can see that this data from Whale Map suggests that in order for us to maintain this bullish momentum, we need to hold above 14.9. This is because of these whale clusters that you can see, these bubbles here. They form when high net worth investors purchase Bitcoin and do not move them. This indicates that whales accumulated Bitcoin at that level and suggests that it will likely remain as a support area in the event of a correction. So apparently 14,900 is a big whale accumulation area, which should indicate a big support area. And if we go back to the chart, then let me just show you here. This means that this level right here is a big level to watch, and it is a nice level to watch, not only because of that but also because of previous support right there. So I do think that if we break this level, that is a bad sign for Bitcoin, of course. So we have to pay close attention to 14.9, and the bull level we're watching here should of course be the previous high at 16,000. If we break this, then I think we're quite obviously going to get yet another leg up here. So yeah, pay close attention to the immediate short term, because I think that the sideways action we're seeing now is living on borrowed time. I think that any single minute now we are going to see this huge move happen. So pay attention and be ready, guys. And interestingly, Bitcoin addresses now most profitable since $20,000 all-time high. So these metrics here from Coinmetrics show us that people at a profit is at a very, very close to the all-time high back in 2017. And so you can see here that on November the 3rd, when Bitcoin was above 14,000, more than 98% of all addresses in balance were in profit. And of course, now we're even higher, so maybe it's closer to 99% now. And if we scroll down, we can see here that all of these green bubbles are people in profit. So everyone who bought between $400 and $1,000, for example, of course, they are in profit. Everyone who bought between $8,000 and $10,000 are in profit. These are the only people that are not in a profit. Everyone who bought between 15.6 up to, of course, 20,000, but they are a very small minority right now. The interesting part is that Black Thursday, back in March 13, when Bitcoin plummeted 50% in 24 hours, a whopping 59% of all addresses were out of the money or in a loss. In less than a week, however, the majority of all addresses turned green again. So that's interesting, seeing that. Well, I remember this also back in March when we saw this big Corona dump. I lost, well, you could say that I lost 50-60% of my whole net worth in 1 or 3 days. But of course, as long as you don't sell, you're not realizing any profit, any losses. And that's what I did. I just held like any other hodler would do. And I think that what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. I mean, if you were able to hold through the Corona dump, then I don't know whatever is going to make you sell. So congratulations to everyone who survived that dump, who held your Bitcoin. And I think that now it's just off to the races. I think we're going to the moon very, very soon. And I think everyone deserves that who has been in this space throughout the whole bear market. And if you held your Bitcoin throughout this whole Corona dump, make sure to go down below this video, leave a thumbs up. Thank you so much for your support. And if you haven't seen my amazing groundbreaking Bybit tutorial, then I suggest you click it right there, right now, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.